What's going on, guys? So Young Thug, who is being indicted on a RICO charge along with 25 at least other more people, the man who is connected to not one, not two, not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40 deaths, but over 50 deaths, including a death of a police officer, and YFN Lucci's protege, Big Nut, and even shot the dude's mother and bragged about it in a rap song. What the heck, man? Well, there is some new news. We know what YSL is doing is beyond stupid. I remember I seen them in Myrtle Beach a long time ago. I forget the venue. It was a very small venue attached to like a strip club. This was like 15 years ago or something, back when the I'm a stoner, I'm a stoner, I'm a stoner song came out. And everybody was feeling it. It was a packed venue. I mean, it was packed. And yes, I was the only white person around that I seen for a long way. But it was fun, and I seen Migos at the same venue. Sadly, this venue doesn't exist anymore. It didn't last very long at all, probably about a year or less, maybe. But anyways, he's just been caught in court. Taking a Percocet from a convicted killer that's serving life in prison. What?
All new tonight at 11, contraband in court. Atlanta rapper Young Thug is already facing a slew of RICO charges, but now there are new allegations against him and a fellow YSL defendant. Here's what happened. We got this video from court. Take a look at the part we highlighted here. Do you see this? Right there. According to court motions, Young Thug's fellow defendant, Khalif Adams, passed Percocet to Young Thug under the guise of a handshake right in front of the entire courtroom. Adams is serving a life sentence for murder. Now, right after what you see there in that video, court documents say that law enforcement immediately moved in to search Adams, who resisted. But once they searched him, the documents say they found more contraband, including Percocet, marijuana, and tobacco, all wrapped in plastic, and food seasonings to mask the smell. The court documents go on to say officers thought Adams swallowed even more contraband, so they rushed him to Grady Hospital. They say court had to be delayed for the rest of the day.
What? They went in for the sly handshake, and they did it as two different officers was approaching. And as Mr. Jeffrey Williams, Young Thug, fumbles his hand, they notice that, hey, this guy slipped this other guy something. Let's see what it is. And it was Percocet. And not only that, this is the third time they've had to stop court because of drug contraband. The third time. And this is after they dismissed all the evidence from going into his house, but they did it in the wrong way. And he had tons and tons of methamphetamine, as well as a whole bunch of other drugs. And they just dropped all them charges. They let those charges go because they did it in a wrong manner. But this man keeps getting stupider and stupider. I don't know what they doing. I mean, I get it. I get drugs. My brother died of a drug overdose. Hell, I probably came close to it myself. And drugs will make you do some stupid and crazy things. And what we're watching right now is we're watching a fiend. We're watching a fiend that got a whole bunch of money from being in proximity to Birdman. And then when he got all this money, it built up his ego. And he's like, man, I got to be the boss. I got to be the boss in music. I'm going to make me a set. And I got to be a boss in the streets and do the work. Why couldn't you leave the street stuff behind you? Same thing with Yo Gotti and Black Youngster. They about to go down, and they're going down hard. And you know what? I'm glad. I couldn't be happier. If you out here murdering and killing people and convincing people to do drugs and to sell drugs and to do all this crazy illegal street stuff, then you're not a very good role model. And you probably shouldn't be on the radio all the time in front of all of our kids. We should take you off. And I get it. I used to love music. I used to love rap music. I thought it was the most awesomest stuff in the world. But whenever you get older and you really listen to it and you listen to how degenerate the lyrics are, only someone so young with a lack of life experience that knows absolutely nothing could come up with such garbage. 'Cause let's talk about joining a gang. In 2023, there's absolutely no reason for a young kid from the streets, from the ghetto, from wherever to join a gang. Maybe unless you're in prison. If you're in prison, I hear you don't have a choice. Maybe some prisons are okay with Jimmy Neutrons, they call it. But out here on the streets, there's absolutely no reason for you to join a gang. Only thing you're going to do is completely destroy your life because, number one, a gang is nothing but a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme of drugs and criminal activity. The people on the top get all the money, get all the stuff, and the people on the bottom take all the risk. You're in a pyramid scheme. They call that a Ponzi. So it's not a legitimate crime organization. You're in a Ponzi scheme. And not only are you in a Ponzi scheme, but you're in a cult. You're in a cult that needs your undying loyalty. You have to be loyal to them with everything that you do and go as far as even put it on your body. If gangs had any damn sense at all, like if they had 1 ounce of brain cells, you wouldn't write this sort of stuff on your body because then maybe you would have some sort of plausible deniability. But when you tattoo it and write it all over yourself, there's no way that you can deny it. There's no way. So this type of gang activity that they're doing is probably one of the most unsophisticated setups that there's ever been. At least when the Italians did it, they did it in suits and did it in style. These people are just out here, can't even hold their pants up. And it's so tight around their waist, it's cutting off their nuts now too. They're not in the big saggy pants. They're in these really, really tight pants with their ass hanging out with the craziest hairdos that you can think possible. And they think, oh man, that's so cool. That's so cool. I want to be just like them. Do you? Do you? Because all the great ones, all the ones that's actually put in work on the street, they don't live past their 20s. It's very rare you find a street dude that's lived past their 20s. At that point, they're an OG. You can be 25 and be an OG. You know why? Because most G's don't even make it to that age if you living like that. If you really live in it. But it just irks me because a gang offers no actual value to you at all. It's all trickery. You think that you're actually going to be rewarded. You think that the Lord above is going to reward you for doing such horrible, horrendous behavior. For having no regard of human life and being completely unsophisticated and killing whoever you see. And gangsterism, I want to tell you something about gangsterism. Gangsterism is the highest form of self-hate. The highest form. Just think about it. When you're looking for your ops across town, what are you looking for? You're looking for another young black man that looks exactly like you, that's got that same swagger, don't give a F attitude as you. And you want to teach that person that's you a lesson. And you want to mow them down. You want to take somebody in the same lifestyle with the same thoughts, the same mentality as you, but they're from a different set across town, so you want to kill them. No. That's self-hate. You literally trying to find yourself and go off yourself. Why would you do that? And it also proves you're not very smart if you can't solve your problems by words, if you got to take it to the extreme and off another person and destroy your life in the process and either spend the rest of your life in jail or looking over your shoulder because somebody's out to get you. You think that's the life? You think that's the way to live? No, man, it's 2023. If you're still doing this juvenile, childish crap, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You need to find a job somewhere. You need to get you a skill. Look online. You can start doing some drop shipping. You can do anything else to make money. Don't be so greedy. You don't have to make $1,000 to $5,000 in a day or, oh, it ain't worth it, because you should have never made that much to start with. And if you was on a legal path, you would be on a path to making this type of money legally all the time, consistently. But no, you don't have high enough dreams to see yourself on that level, to see yourself good enough, to see yourself like you deserve it, like you deserve to have a legal business and you deserve to win. That's the attitude I want to hear you take. I want to see you take it. And write down in the comments, does this have changed your attitude? Because you deserve to win. And you deserve to do it legally. You deserve to not have to look over your shoulder all the time. That's not life. That's not life. And there's a whole bunch of people out here that want to trick you into living this sorry ass, shitty life. No one wants it. No one wants to live it. Unless you're retarded, unless I don't know. I hate to say people with mental disabilities, but I see a lot of people that are very emotionally damaged with mental disabilities that take on the most gangster personas ever, and then they call those the gangsters. And then you got these young kids listening to these older people that's actually retards that couldn't even pass school. And they're thinking these people are cool, and they're trying to listen to them and recruit them and get them to do all sorts of young illegal things. No, stay away from these people. These people are psychopaths, and you're going to be surprised. Look up the definition of what a psychopath is and what they do. I think you will be surprised at how many psychopaths are probably in your life right now. But you don't deserve that crap. Stay away from these people. Maybe you're in the hood. You can't get away from them. I get it. But do the best you can. Have the least amount of involvement and align yourself with people that have the same values as you. Find out what your values are. Find out what you want from life and align yourself with these people. Don't align yourself with these degenerates that's going to do nothing but bring you down and destroy your life. They've already destroyed theirs and they want to take you down with them. Don't freaking do it and don't let them have it. You are special, you are worth something, and you should give a crap about where your life's headed, because guess what? If you do what's right, you're going to be around a lot longer than you think you are. You know, when you're young, you just think you're going to die young. You think life's short, and then you make it to 25, and you're like, holy crap, I made it here. Then you make it to 30, and you're like, holy crap, how am I still alive? Then you make it to 35, and you're like, good Lord, I expected to be gone a long, long time ago. Don't know. That's a stupid plan. That's a dumb plan. Do not do that. Have a plan together. Expect to live a long time. Expect to live a good long life and set yourself up accordingly. Don't do this. I love you guys so much, and I'm sorry I'm so passionate about this topic, but I have seen this destroy so many different people. Like, I've been in the streets. I've done a bunch of stuff. A lot of things I'm not proud of. I don't really want to talk about it, no. Maybe one day, but as for right now, I want you to know that you're worth better. You're worth more. This ain't the life you want to live, and you're going to live longer than you think you are. So prepare for it. Prepare. And listen to me. Anyone that's telling you different than the message I just told you, if someone is telling you another gospel than what I just said, stay away from them. Stay away. Because this is the truth. This is the truth right here, and you need to get it in your head. You know it. So someone else tells you something else, they say, nah, man, that's not what a gang is. That's not what it is. We something else. No, and they try to frame it in another light. That's not what it is. I'm telling you the truth right now. Please listen. You're better than this, and you don't have to do it. So anyways, guys, that's my show for today. I want to end with this tagline. I end all my shows this way. And if you don't get anything from what I said today, I want you to remember this one thing. Don't forget to be good on your way to becoming great, because I know you're going to become great, and you need to prepare yourself to become great, because that's what it's going to be. But you cannot forget to be good along the way, because if you become great and you lack goodness, what are you then? Another Hitler? What? Tell me, what are you? What's a great man that's not good? What's someone who's achieved the highest ranks of things that aren't good? They're a piece of crap. You don't want to be that. So don't forget to be good on your way to becoming great, and you're going to live a long, healthy, successful life. I love you guys. Until next time.